welcome back to the show. You're watching Rise and Shine. Good morning to you. We did tell you that we'll have our second guest in the studio, and she's from the entertainment industry. She has been in the industry in Sri Lanka from back in the 90s and back again to Sri Lanka to release one of her latest videos, and that's what we'll be doing on the show as well. So we're glad to have Sonali Lindsay with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you're back from Melbourne?
Yes, I am.
And tell us the reason for your visit.
Well, to be honest, I came for my mom's birthday, but yes, in the meantime, I'm trying to do some recordings as well. Every time I come to Sri Lanka, I always try to make it a point to do some recordings and, do my music before I go.
And what about performing in Australia? Have you been doing that?
Yes, I have. I'm performing as a freelance artist as well as with my band Cloud9. And at the moment.
Put them on cloud number 9, do you?
Yeah.
By performing?
More like it. So let's go back in time, Sonali, to the early 90s or maybe late 80s when you wanted to start off your music and you started with some of your originals. How was it like to start off way back then compared to now?
Well, compared to now, it was, I just probably got a bit of a break because in school I did my, did a musical with my friend Indu Dharmasena, and then suddenly I did the music score for the whole show, and then one of my friends suggested that I go and record the music and perform. So and I got in touch with Antoinette Yalvis, and she put me on to Harsha Markalanda, where he arranged my music, and and they persuaded me to sing it. So here I am today, after my originals. So I did them on TV, and then from there onwards, my career started, I guess, because Kings, the band Kings, Chandra Fonseca from the band Kings actually came and asked me that I would like to join them.
Interesting. And tell us, who has been your inspiration ever since you started music? And you started back in the 90s, so musically, who has been your inspiration?
Oh, okay. Well, when I started writing my originals, I guess all the, the songs that were back in the day, it was really, I can't really think of a particular person who inspired me like that to write my own music at that time, but now I can say, like, I would like, I love Gloria Estefan, I love Tina Turner, I love, all Shania Twain, and I love
you like many genres,
artists.
do you?
Sorry?
You like many genres?
I love many genres, yes. In fact, even Randy Crawford. Yes.
Wow. So it's not
so
only
I do a bit of everything, yes.
I know, not only those powerful, energetic, high note tracks, but you like the slow ones as well.
Yes, and because if you listen to my music, it's all love ballads.
Wow. Okay, speaking of your music, I think, Ishan, we've got a music video lined up as well.
We're going to start off with one of our originals, one of our single tracks. So we'll have a look at this one. When we come back, we'll probably get her to sing as well on the show.
All right.
මගේ ආදරේ ඔබට දැනගන්න
Wow, wow. So that's what it is about. And as she mentioned, most of her songs are love ballads. So no wonder why that is called Mage Adare.
Yes.
So let's go on to detail about this, Sonali. So doing single and English songs, both, how has it been like? Because it's not usual that you find someone who probably do on both the languages for that, because most of it they'll probably stick to one language, either it's Sinhalese, and we have only very few English artists here in Sri Lanka. So doing both the languages, how easy have been, or how tough has it been?
Well, it's not that bad actually. To be honest, I've actually done it in 4 languages.
Oh,
wow.
I've got a Tamil version of one of my other Sinhalese songs, and also I just did the Hindi version of this particular song that just went on air.
Oh, wow.
So hope to release the Hindi one soon. Yeah. And yeah, it's like,
Oh, wow.
'cause
Not
being in the
bad,
bands
right?
anyway, we do a little bit of the Sinhala songs, so yeah.
Being in a band
We're
gives
Sinhalese
you,
after all, so you know, I'm sure I can manage it.
obviously. And that's not a very recent video, I was told,
Yeah.
and it was released some time ago. So how has the response been?
For
This Mage
this
Adare
Mage
video.
Adare, it's quite good. Yeah, it's been quite responsive. Yeah, and I've only just put it on, released it on YouTube, and
Right.
well, the video is only on YouTube, but the other stuff, the audio is on my other
Networks,
Yes, yeah, okay.
if that's
Lost
right.
my word for that.
I know. Right. So how long do you take to generally compose and write a song?
Oh, sometimes it just comes in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a couple of days. Sometimes it takes months, I would say. Sometimes I'm stuck and I can't get anything out.
So you just start a sentence and you'll be like,
Yeah,
what's the
yeah,
next verse?
Yes, well, yeah. Probably I get inspired by people I meet and life's experiences and other people's experiences. Yeah, things like that. I suppose. Yeah, more than actually too much being personal about it, but yeah, it's probably the
Things you see around you.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Because you stuck to, as you mentioned, a lot of these songs are related to love, or for that matter, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is it something that you wanted to get a message across to the society, or is it just that you're inspired by certain events that happened around you?
I would say both. Yeah, I would say both, because I think if we love each other and be nice and kind to each other, look after the other person, or life would be really nice.
And we do have your latest video, In Love With You, lined up, and you'll be singing along, I was told.
Yes, I'm going to be singing along with my video. Yes.
Right, so
Yeah,
we can have a look at the video, and the full version of the video is available on YouTube.
Yes.
Right, so
just as the
that's the
others.
easiest, I think, media to actually promote music.
Yes.
And many people do have a look at the music and then do covers as well, and their renditions
In
of
fact,
covers.
yes.
We'll talk about that too, but let's have a look at your video first, shall we?
Okay, so
So-
I'll sing along with it.
It's In Love With You.
Sorry, excuse me.
Isn't it funny how people fall in love, looking into one another's eyes? What is the secret behind the situation that keeps carrying on between the old and young? Can't you see that you mean more than this whole world to me? Do you believe it's true? Maybe if you tell me that you feel the same way too, then I would just know what I really have to do. So tell me, is this the way that I feel for you? Or is it just my imagination? I do not think that it is wrong to be thinking I could be in love with you. So tell me, is this the way that I feel for you? Or is it just my imagination? It hurts me so not to know the truth. It drives me crazy, makes me so uneasy not to think that I could be in love with you. It's not easy to believe in someone else, but I'm so happy that I do. There'll be no one who'll be the same as you are to me. I'll be the same too. Always for you. So tell me, is this the way that I feel for you? Or is it just my imagination? It hurts me so not to know the truth. It drives me crazy, makes me so uneasy. It drives me crazy, makes me so uneasy not to think that I could be in love with you. Not to think that I could be in love with you.
I should say it's a beautiful track.
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
this just brings back the 80s vibe into the music.
Oh, does it?
It does. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
It's nice. So what's it like to perform your originals to a hall full of Australians? Have you ever done that?
Well, to be honest, I still haven't started on that yet
Uh-huh.
because I'm still just doing my recordings and trying to put the songs out there. But just except for one time, I think one time I did it. But yes, I'm looking forward to doing it very soon
And
because I got to
what's
get my band to practice the songs, and
Exactly.
yeah, so
it's not easy.
it's not easy. I'm just still settling in there with them. Yes, so
Right. And what's the kind of music they expect, the Sri Lankan community in Australia?
Oh, just as much as here or anywhere else in the world, everybody loves the 90s, 2000s music, which never kind of really dies, you know. But other than that, some of the current chart hits are really, really nice at the moment, and yeah, there's a mix of everything, so it's really quite easy to cater to them. Yeah.
And if I may ask, Sonali, looking at all what you've done with the videos and the kind of songs that you've put out, looking at Australian market and the music industry in Australia, what do you see the differences here in Sri Lanka?
Oh, that's a bit of a tough question because I haven't really analyzed that properly yet. Well, for example, I've done my singular songs for the market in the market in Sri Lanka, and I'm hoping to sort of break into that over there as well. There is a big Sri Lankan community there, so they also love the singular music a lot. So hopefully, when I get back, that I would try and put this out there. So when I perform, which I intend to do very soon. So yeah, that's my plan.
All right, so
Yeah.
there's all that happens when it comes to preparation. And is it easy to walk into the Australian music industry? Because you see here in the last few we have seen what we have seen is a lot of people get involved in music, and we have seen mushrooming of new artists. How is it in Australia? Do you find a lot of new artists coming through?
Well, if you're talking about the Australian music industry, I still haven't broken into the actual Australian
True.
music industry there, but it's just the Sri Lankan market, Sri Lankan community there, which we cater to. We play for dancers and all those things, it's for our Sri Lankan market.
All right.
People mostly, because we have a huge community of Sri Lankans there, and they all love the music and love to dance and love to party, as we always all do here in Sri Lanka. It's like a mini Sri Lanka for me, honestly. Melbourne, where I live, it's really nice, and every second person you meet is Sri Lankan there for me, basically. So
Wow.
it's pretty cool.
It certainly does
Yeah.
feel home.
It's mostly we cater mostly to
That
our-
community
that
of
community.
our
Right.
At
All
the
right.
moment. So I'm hoping to, probably with my English songs now, I'm trying to see if I could break into the actual Australian music industry, yeah.
We would like to wish you all the very best
thank
with
you very
that,
much.
Sonali. And we have to leave as well. So we're going to have one of your cover versions. That is Irene Cara's Fame, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yes. Can I actually quickly
Yes.
say a few words about my musicians?
Yes.
I want to just say thanks to all the musicians who helped me with my tracks. So, I recorded these songs at Pasan's and at Ashanti's initially. And also the musicians who helped me were, I want to say a very big thank you to Sonali Lyn, who has played guitar on my songs, Nalin Chanaka De Silva, who has played all the bass and most of the keyboard parts for me, and everybody else who's helped me with my music tracks. So I'm sorry if I didn't name you. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Wish you all the very best in terms of getting into the Australian music industry. And thank you so much once again. We'll wind up with one of your performances. And just a quick reminder for all the viewers out there, you can have a look at Sonali's full videos on YouTube.
Thank you.
And let's have your performance now.
Thanks.
Baby, look at me and tell me what you see. You ain't seen the best of me yet. Give me time, I'll make you forget the rest. I got more in me, and you can set it free. I can catch the moon in my hand. Don't you know who I am? Remember my name. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly. I feel it coming together. People will see me and dance. I'm gonna Yeah, remember my name, it's Sonali. Baby, hold me tight, 'cause you can make it right. You can shoot me straight to the top. Give me love and take all I got to give. Baby, I'll be tough.